What's up, everybody? It's Monday, time for a ramble. It's going to be a more serious ramble this time. As everybody knows, Guild Wars 2 is fastly approaching us, and it seems that a lot of people have left me messages and sent me emails about, oh man, I wish you had a guild. I wish, I could join your guild, that do know about my guild. And I'm going to tell you, I do have a guild. But it's not like a guild like you would think of it. It's currently we have 28 people. We've had them for a very long time. Let me tell you a little bit of backstory on the guild. The guild was made in EQ, May 21st, 2001. It is 10 years, almost 11 years in age. So it's an old guild, and it's been across. This will be the 5th game that Blood Oath has actually taken part in. And it started off, I was in part of the largest guild in my EQ days on the server that we were on, and I was in the top tiers basically. And the way the guild worked was, when you have a huge large guild, and I know you guys have been part of these before, you have your top players and then you have everybody else, and most of you have probably been in the everybody else. You're the nameless faces in the guild, basically, is what it amounts to. Your top players get all the good gear, your top players get all the perks of the guild, while your lower people are just basically there to fill out the guild and make it look more intimidating. But they really don't utilize anybody. And during my time in this guild, I really stopped and I got sickened by all the people up here where I was. And I started listening and paying attention to the lower people that everybody up here ignored. And I found that these people were far more interesting, and I liked them a hell of a lot better than the people I was with. So, basically what I did was, I left the guild. And I was the first person to leave this guild, and a lot of people followed me. And I created the guild that I still maintain to this day. Even though it's a completely different game now, I still maintain the guild, and I still run it the same exact way. I believe in community over contracts, and what I mean by contract is when you join a guild, basically you're expected to be of a certain skill level. You're expected to have a certain gear type. You're expected to be a certain type of player, or have a certain time frame that you have to be on. Okay, I don't believe in that. I believe gamers are equal no matter what, and I don't run a guild like a tyrant. I run a guild like, I don't even want to know what you would call it. Let's say a father. Okay, I run a guild where everybody has an equal say, no matter what. You have to be 17 years of age or older to get into the guild, because we have people in the guild that have been playing, MMOs for 10 plus years. We've had people, in the guild who are over the age of 50. But these are all fun, interesting, friendly people. This is a community. This isn't a guild. I actually call it a family, because I treat everybody in there like, they're members of my own family. And everybody in the guild, treats everybody else just like their family. And it's nice. It's a great environment. We take all types of people. As I said, you don't have any responsibilities, and you don't have any limitations on, what you have to do or participate in the guild in and of itself. We've never ran that way. We have no discrimination in skill, experience, nationality, sex. I have male, female. I don't care if you're a blue alien. If you're a gamer and you have a passion for Guild Wars 2, come check me out. Check the family out. You'll like it. I promise you will like it. We are not letting any more people in than 50. Currently we have 28. Let's say we're going to run every aspect of Guild Wars 2. We're going to do structured PvP, world versus world, dynamic events, holiday events, adventuring, exploring together, sharing information, filming together. We're just going to cover the entire canvas of Guild Wars 2. It's a vastly expansive game. And this isn't a guild that's going to die out on you. And this isn't a guild that's going to kick you out just because, you only get to play maybe on the weekends, or maybe, you can't participate in certain events. when we really need people and things of that nature. We're not that type of guild. We're a very open-ended guild. We are a very family-oriented guild. We believe in real life over gaming. We do not expect you to be on 10, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life. We don't expect that. What we expect of you is basically just to have fun, to get along with people in the guild, to have fun, and you know, just communicate and enjoy the game with us. That's all we're looking for. Obviously, we are going to cover every area, and you know, people have said, well, and I've noticed a lot of people. Now, keep in mind, I'm a soloist, okay? Mainly a soloist. I love to go out by myself and do things on my own and overcome obstacles by myself. A lot of guilds shy away from soloists, or a lot of soloists shy away from guilds, saying, well, I can't really be beneficial because I prefer to solo. There are only a couple times where I want to run a dungeon and, you know, anything like that. And I don't want to hold a guild back. You're not holding this guild back, okay? You can't hold this guild back. You're a soloist and you just want to listen to, you know, idle chatter, or you want to communicate with people while you're out doing your own thing. Maybe sometimes you want to, you know, participate in structured PvP with people you actually know and trust instead of pugs. And you want to do, you know, dungeon content with a group of friends rather than complete strangers. We're perfect for you. All you got to do is hit the, you know, application button, explain that you're a soloist, and you know, we can take care of you. We have every type of player in the guild. We have, you know, hardcore players, we have casual players, we have soloists, we have PvP contenders. I mean, we have people who on their battle groups on World of Warcraft are top of the line PvP contributors. People who always top the list, number 1 and 2 slots. Okay, we have hardcore raiding people. We have hardcore dungeon people. We have hardcore soloists. We have everything in this guild with 28 people. And truthfully, any type of player is going to fit as long as you can follow. And I'm going to put a link in the description down here to the official website of my guild, Blood Oath. And I want anybody who's interested going into Guild Wars 2 who has, you know, interest in being in a guild, I want you guys to check it out. And I want you first to go to the code, because the code on the link bar up there tells you everything. We work really hard on this site to make it, you know, functional and informative for everybody who comes in, so you know exactly what you're getting into. Okay? As soon as you join, basically the member forums open up, the gallery opens up, everything opens up to you from day one. You know, even though you start off on a 30-day basically trial, just to make sure that you're a good fit. Because honestly, all these people in here treat each other just like family. So, you know, you're going to get bad seeds in applications. You're going to get people who just want to come in and cause trouble, or they have a snarky attitude, and other people just don't like them around. You know, we do have rules, but they're very lenient. They're very sensical, I guess you could say. They're very to the point, and it's basically, you have a lot of leeway, but you have to be like a civilized person, is basically it. We use Dolby Accent. There's links on the site basically to download the program. It's the speech program we're going to use for Guild Wars 2. We got rid of Ventrilo later in last year. We dumped it for Dolby Accent. We're really enjoying Accent. So yeah, like I said, stop by and check out the site if you're really interested. Maybe you're in a guild already, but you're not too happy with how that guild is. You think, you know, there's some bad elements in it that you could do without, or they just don't really talk to you, or don't answer questions for you, or don't really notice that you're there. Come by and check us out. Just stop by. What do you got to lose? Seriously. You know me. I'm Game Junkie XL. I'm going to take care of you guys. You know what I mean? You come and play games with us. We're hardcore gamers. We are gamers. We're the people who enjoy games, you know, and just play the hell out of them. And truthfully, a lot of us are really good at MMOs. So, you know, if you're new to the MMO genre and you're kind of scared, you know, about going into a guild with people who are, you know, 10 years plus experience on you, don't be afraid. Because we treat everyone as equals in my guild. We treat everyone as equals in my guild. No matter your skill level, if you know, you basically don't even know how to attack. I believe in no handouts. No handouts. You know what I'm talking about. The people in World of Warcraft who basically, like, sat around spamming Orgrimmar. Give me free gold. Somebody hook me up with a free mount. Somebody hook me up with this or that or this or that. No, that's a handout. I don't believe in handout. Or somebody who's like, run me through a dungeon. Get your level 80 and run me through a dungeon. No. No. We don't do that kind of stuff. Basically, I believe in teaching and overcoming obstacles by your own cognition. I don't believe in giving anybody a free handout, or I don't believe in giving anybody a free ride through a game. You want to work towards the goals because you'll feel better about yourself. You know, you'll be more confident in going into other things that you probably are scared to do or whatever. And truthfully, it's the best system that there is. You know, do you want to join a guild that basically every time you ask for help is just going to shun you? You know, or you go into a guild and basically you have to be there when they tell you to be there. And this is the main thing that soloists are drawn to my guild for. It's basically with soloists, everything that we post up to do, whether it be a dungeon, world versus world, structured PvP, whatever, soloist, you don't have to be a part of that if you don't want to. You're more than welcome to post things on our calendar. You know, I want to do, you know, let's say, well, the only one, let's say Ascalon Catacombs, let's say that, because that's really the only one we know too much about. Say one day you just get on here like, man, I really want to do Ascalon Catacombs. I'm so excited about this game, can you tell? But, you know, you're not a normal member of a dungeon party. You're not a normal member who's just around. You know, you're off doing your own thing and everything, but you talk to people, you communicate with us and everything like that. So you put it up on the calendar. I'd like to do Ascalon Catacombs. Instantly, bam. You got 4 other people who love doing Ascalon Catacombs. They've probably been in there a couple times already. You know, they know a couple tricks. They know the routes. They know, you know, certain how boss structures and everything like that. And they can help you. They can take you through. Not give you a handout, not walk you through it, but have you work with them to basically overcome Ascalon Catacombs. And that's all a soloist really wants. And we understand that because I am a soloist. You know, if I go into something, I don't want to go into it with complete strangers. I want to go into it with people I trust and who I know and who I'm friendly with. Who, if I make a mistake, I'm not going to get shit on for 5 minutes because, you know, I screwed up a little bit. We're a very understanding and patient guild. We are a very teaching and helpful guild. Okay? That's all I have to say about it. You guys want a guild. You want more than a guild. If you want a family going into Guild Wars 2, if you want a family environment where everybody basically is helpful and gets along with each other and doesn't, you know, put people down and you know, challenge you at every corner of what you're doing and how you can do it better and things like that, we're the place to go. We are the guild to go to. Like I said, though, we are going to have a 50 cap. Currently I have 28 people. That leaves... So I'm not good at math. Hold up. That leaves how many slots? 30, 20, 22 slots. 22 more people I'm going to let into the guild, and that's it. After that, no more. That's what I have to say. 50, you know, was the original guild cap in Guild Wars 1, and I think it's a good tribute to that game. And plus, I'm getting old. I'll be 35 in a couple days, and I like to know more than just a character name. I like to know actually who's playing the character. I like to know their name. And a lot of people in the guild are like that. And a lot of people use each other's first names and things like that. So it's a very, very open environment. It's very friendly. It's like if you were to put, you know, a hamster in a... let's put it this way. Okay, it's like you bring a hamster home from a pet shop, okay, and you have a glass fish tank, 10-gallon fish tank, right? You sprinkle some litter and shit in the bottom of it, you put some food in there and a water bowl, alright? That's a normal guild. They'll just throw you in the tank and there you go. You got your food, your water, and your litter. You can shit, eat, and sleep. That's great. you know, honestly. But with us, we'll put, you know, your little wheel in there so you can run around the wheel. We'll put some tubes going outside of everything so you can wander through the tubes and stuff. You know, we're going to cover every aspect of Guild Wars 2. And we want you to be a part of it, but not as a stranger. We want you to be a part of what we are and what we're doing, which is Gamers Unite. We're going to take it over the same way the Guild has been run since day one. Everybody counts. Everybody has a voice. Everybody has a name, not just a face. It's very important for me to keep this. Now, I want you to swing by the website, which I linked in the bottom here, and I want you to check it out. We put a lot of work into the site. I probably already said that. I don't know. Because I get kind of sidetracked and I lose my train of thought. But yeah, but check out the code. It's a whole, basically the rules are all in there, and there's some interesting tidbits about the guild and things like that. Just take a look at every area you can look at. Like I said, you know, lots of the website is locked down for protection of the actual members in the guild. And it's just, it's a whole, it's just a passion for Guild Wars 2. If you have a passion for Guild Wars 2 and, you know, you're 17 years of age or older, it doesn't matter what type of player you are. If you're like an ex-hardcore raider, if you're an ex-hardcore grouper, you know, if you're, you know, a soloist, a duelist, doesn't matter what you are. We take every type of gamer as long as you are a gamer. You're not expected to be on at certain hours of the day. You're not expected to be on all day, every day. You're not expected to be on, you know, in real life over games. Every day of the week. You know, you don't have to have a certain type of gear on. You don't have to have a certain amount of money. You don't have to have a certain type of anything with us. We'll take you if you're mature, responsible, and, you know, you're a friendly person. You like to communicate, share information, and just, you know, do things with each other and talk and just have fun in a group atmosphere, a community atmosphere is what I'm trying to say. What else is there? We are all in agreement. Like I said, everybody in the guild has a voice. We are all in agreement, basically, that we also will go into, let's call it adoption. We'll go into an adoption program, basically, with an alliance. We are going to actually run an alliance. So if you are, say, in a guild with a bunch of your friends, say you're the guild master and you have 3 or 4 or 10 people, okay, and you're worried about world versus world, or you're worried about, you know, some nights you'll get on and, you know, you want to run a dungeon, but you only have 4 of the 5 required people to run the dungeon. By having an alliance, you have another pool of people to draw from, or you have another pool of people to just do dynamic events or group up with or do whatever with. It's not destroying your guild, and it's not destroying the core guild over here. You see what I'm saying? It's basically just a pool to draw from. It's like Blood Oath could draw from your guild, you can draw from Blood Oath, okay? And the alliance is called Warhorse. And we are taking a couple guilds into that of a smaller community aspect. We don't want, like, you know, a typical guild. We want community guilds, and we know you're out there. Smaller guilds that only contain a few members, or, you know, a very close-knit group of gamers that just, you know, they enjoy playing with each other. That kind of sounded kind of sick, but you know what I mean. And they don't want to break up their guild, but they want more people to be able to play with it. They know. There you go. So all the links are going to be down here. After you guys read the code and everything, if you really like what you see, if this kind of interests you, if you want to go into Guild Wars 2 in a more family community type environment than just a guild, if you just want to be more than just a number or just a character who's not really, you know, or anything, in this guild, like I said, it ain't going anywhere. We're not going to drop it in a month, a year, or anything like that. This we've been around for almost 11 years now. I have basically guild mastered hundreds and hundreds of people. Okay? I'm pretty good at it. I'm not gonna, like, boast my ego and be like, yeah, I'm the best. I'm not the best, but I'm pretty good at it. So, yeah, swing by, check out the site, see what you think. And if you like what you see, hit the application button. It's an easy application. It just gets us to know you a little bit better, and I will communicate with you through that and let you know basically everything that's going on. So until next time, peace.
Every day I'm shuffling.